Coming into this year's offseason, the Green Bay Packers were known as one of the most young and upcoming teams in the NFL. Adding Josh Jacobs in free agency as well as free agent safety Xavier McKinney, this team has gotten much better. But not only that, they absolutely destroyed the NFL draft as well. Adding a day one starting left tackle, adding a day one middle linebacker in Edgerrin Cooper, and then a free safety in Javon Bullard, this team looks brand new, especially in the secondary. Now that rookie minicamp is officially, over with, we have a lot to talk about in regards to these rookies. In this video, I want to break down some film, but I also want to talk about why I think the Green Bay Packers are going to shock the NFL next season and maybe even make a Super Bowl run. So specifically, we're going to break down Edgerrin Cooper, we're going to look at Javon Bullard, we're going to look at this defense for next season. Before we jump into the video though, comment down below a letter grade for this draft class, and where do you think they need to continue to build talent outside of what they've already done. Now with that being said, let's jump right into the video. Now let's start with my favorite draft pick of theirs, Edgerrin Cooper. Now this dude is an absolute dog. Someone you just want on your football team. Comes with the mentality, the power, the strength, but also the IQ to drop back into coverage, play man on running backs and tight ends. I think this guy is going to be a day one stud as well as a big time hitter for the Green Bay Packers. Now this is one of my favorite plays by Edgerrin Cooper. We're going to see him right here. Now what to focus on this play is we're going to get a little bit of a screen going here, right? We're going to have a bunch of these guys come out here and try to block for the running back. But what I want you to look at specifically is this man Edgerrin Cooper right here. Watch how he weaves in and out of these offensive linemen and makes a big time play. Boom, gets right in between this one, and now he's got one man to beat right here. It looks at this point in time, not only do you have this guy trying to get you, you have this guy up here, you have this guy coming through as well. There looks like there's no way in hell he's going to get by. Boom, quick stop, get in, and make a nice little shoestring tackle. That is amazing. Edgerrin Cooper is going to change a lot of things here for the Green Bay Packers.
But I'm okay with that. I think Cooper's pretty good from a coverage perspective as well. And he was, Chris mentioned it on the broadcast, Cooper was amazing at spying quarterbacks. And it's a very specific skill. I think we said this about JOK a couple years ago with the Browns, like the type of athleticism to be able to spy, but it's just an added weapon, game plan, added weapon. And then I always look at the division. The only guy that you might have to consider that for in this division is Caleb Williams now with the Bears. But just something else to keep an eye on with Edgerrin Cooper and the Packers. But I thought both of those second-round picks, very good for Green Bay.
Now, he also has great speed coming off the edge as an edge rusher, right? Getting to the blind side of the quarterback. Now, before we jump into this play, do me a big favor, guys. Hit the like button just so we can get this video out to more Packers fans around the world. But also subscribe if you're new. It's free, doesn't cost anything. And if you aren't subscribed yet, then you wouldn't know we're covering the entirety of rookie minicamp. That's already over with, but OTAs, regular minicamp, training camp, preseason, regular season, guys, I'm gonna have everything you need to know covered for you guys. So make sure you guys join the family. It's free, doesn't cost anything. As you see him blitzing against Alabama, Jalen Moreau, and gets right to him. Boom, big time hit on the blind side. This is amazing, right? Has that speed where he is able to scream off the edge and make a big time play. Then you have another play here, zone read, fake to the running back, look left, throw left, right? And then again, need to have this speed, the quickness to be able to get to this man right here before he, gets down the sideline for a big time pickup here. So boom, they want to feed him inside. And then Edgerrin Cooper, a great play again, avoiding the blocker. I mean, look at this, dude. This is unbelievable. Right? Knows the blocker's coming. He wants to get low, get under him. Boom. Beautiful job. Great wrap-up tackle with basically just one arm. Yeah, this guy's going to be a freak. Now, we heard the PFF crew talk a little bit about how he can spy here. Watch how he drops back a little bit and kind of just reads the quarterback, follows him, and gets a big-time play. This is going to be really, really something to look at, especially during his NFL career here. So right away, boom, fakes like he's going to rush off the edge just to take away that right tackle momentarily, see if his interior defensive lineman can make a move without, the extra pressure of the right tackle. But then he's going to just drop back into a little bit of a zone here, right? Now, at this point in time, you just read these quarterbacks' eyes. You go where he goes. And if you think he has any leverage getting outside, you got to fully make that break and you got to go, right? So that is what he does right away. Right when Jalen Moreau thinks, okay, let me get out to the right side, Edgerrin Cooper's like, okay, yeah, now you really done messed up, right? You done messed up. Here he comes. Boom. Great. Another tackle. This is a guy, very short tackler. Very big hitter. He's going to force some fumbles, but also going to make some great reads, and just overall a smart football player. Now, let's talk a little bit about Javon Bullard. Now, on this play specifically, what we're going to see is just basically a go route here by the wide receiver. Now, what you have to do as a safety is you need to be able to read the quarterback's eyes. Where is he looking and where is he trying to find an open receiver, right? In the NFL, it's a little bit different because you have guys like Patrick Mahomes and guys like Josh Allen who will look this way but throw this way, right? I mean, it is incredible what they do in the NFL, but in college, you don't really see too many guys who can actually pull that off. Now, let's watch how this play breaks down. So, boom, here we go. Snaps the ball. You're going to see Javon Bullard sprint immediately to his zone, which is the deep middle, right? Now, right away, we're reading the quarterback's eyes. He is looking left. He's looking down the left sideline. You see this guy cut in, which means, listen, if he's looking left, this is the only target you really have. You have your over-the-middle mid-read here, which has that. As the safety, you really have to fully commit to the side because that's where he's looking. And to be fair, I mean, this wide receiver absolutely cookbooks. But Javon Bullard has great sideline-to-sideline speed and can get back into these plays, right? Boom, comes over, jumps throw, gets the interception. Absolute big-time play. I think this play actually sealed the game as well. This was a game-winning interception. I mean, this is an absolute cookbook. Now, if you're Javon Bullard and you just slightly hesitate here, it's over. They're gonna get this throw. Or if you slightly bite up for just a second on this dig route, you're screwed. He stays put, stays patient, and then boom, goes over, jumps this route. Absolutely beautiful timing and good hands, right? Good ball skills. Gets up there, makes a big time play, and seals the game.
Bullard in particular, I think that's a really nice pick for them. I think that they used him as this sort of hybrid big slot off slot coverage slash sort of robber safety, where he wasn't playing deep in the middle of the field. He wasn't playing right up at the line of scrimmage. He was playing in the half space and covering the slot from 10 yards depth, that kind of thing. I think he's phenomenal at that. Like, he's really, really good at that spot. That's where you want him playing in that role, and it gives him it's a perfect complement for the Packers, who signed Xavier McKinney, obviously, who's best playing as that free safety. So it's a natural fit. Like, I would plug him in exactly the same role he had at Georgia and assume he's going to be a really good player for them.
All right, so I slightly lied. That last play that we broke down wasn't exactly the one that put the game away. It was actually this one. It's 30-21. The game is basically over already. But versus Missouri here, number 12 ranked team in the in college football at the point in time, we're going to see the quarterback roll out to the right. Now, making plays when the quarterback is getting outside the pocket is most important, especially when you get to the NFL level, when you have guys like Caleb Williams and guys like Lamar Jackson, guys like Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, always can extend plays on their legs. So, boom, we're going to get a pass down the right sideline. Now, just not a great throw, right? But Javon Bullard makes sure, adjusts in the air, gets to the football, and again, good ball skills. Just get the interception, get the knee, get the 2 feet in bounds, and put the game away. Again, I really do like Javon Bullard and everything that he's added to his game throughout the last couple of seasons. We've seen nothing but, improvement, getting better, wanting to be coached, wanting to just continue to get better as a player. And I think that is the one thing you can really take away from Jonathan Bullard is he's a guy that's going to work really hard. Now, another really important thing as a safety, especially at the NFL level, is being able to sell what you're actually doing, or what you're not doing, I guess I should say, right? So on this play specifically, looks like he's kind of lined up here, maybe in man-to-man coverage. Kind of hard to tell, right? Maybe he drops into a hook curl here. Maybe he drops into a flat. Maybe he, blitzes off the edge. Maybe he's in man-to-man coverage, right? So the quarterback at this point in time has no idea what this man is doing, and that is extremely important. And when you go down some of his, best traits, I mean, great football intelligence, right? Patient when it comes to reading and reacting to, wide receivers' actions. Has the really good route anticipation, right? And then he can attack blockers, can center up and accelerate through targets as a tackler as well. But then something we need to see a lot of is when you come up into the slot, right, and make plays from the slot. That is going to be very important, right? Now, in this play specifically, he's just going to beeline, right? He's going to go right to the quarterback, go to the blind side, and see what kind of play we can make here. Now, the quarterback has no idea he's coming, right? Looks a little bit to the left. Now he notices, and this is where he's like, oh my God, I'm about to get hit. Boom, tries to step up in the pocket. Bullard makes a good adjustment, gets a sack anyway. Bullard is going to be a big-time player. He's going to be a big-time player. I think he's got versatility where he can play, deep safety. He can play up in the box. He can play. Think about a guy like Brian Branch, right? Not only is Brian Branch a slot corner, but he also can drop back to safety. He can play in the box as well as a nice little tackler. This is a guy that's going to make a lot of plays. This is a guy that's going to be a big-time threat here for the Green Bay Packers, and this is definitely one of my favorite picks of the draft. And guys, now that we're in full swing for OTAs and minicamp and training camp right around the corner, we're going to be covering it all. So if you guys want more of this film breakdown, comment down below part 2, because we can still break down some other guys like, Jordan Morgan and Marshawn Lloyd. I definitely like those guys as well. So if you guys want part 2, let me know in the comments down below. But also hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, join the family, turn on post notifications. Remember, OTAs right around the corner. We're going to be covering it all with some footage, highlights, and analysis. So with that being said, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.